Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the LOL meme face. And by the way, I should mention that I have a brand new meme playlist. If you guys want to check that out, I will leave that both in the card system and in the description below. There's not that many tutorials in there at the moment, but there's going to be, trust me. Moving on, if you want to make the LOL face, here's what you're going to need. You will need some black wool, some light grey wool, and finally, grab yourself some white wool. And once you have each one of these three colours right here, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your face with 2 black wool in a row on the floor. That'll be 1 and 2, just like that. You then, on top of these 2 black wool, want to stack another 2 black wool. Then going left of this upper left hand corner of the square that you've made, do 3 black wool going left. 1, 2, 3. Then go up on top of the last 2 black wool that you just placed. 1, 2. Then go left of this now upper left hand square that you've just made by 1. Then go up on top of these 3 black wool blocks each by 1. Then go left of this most left hand black wool that you just placed by 2. 1, 2. Then do 2 up left diagonals. 1 and 2. Then go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do an up right diagonal. And go up by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do an up left diagonal and go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal and go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an up right diagonal and go up by 1. Then do an up right diagonal and go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal and go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal and go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal and go right by 2. 1, 2. What we now want to do is go up on top of the second block by 1. But we also want to go underneath each one of these 2 blocks that we placed by 1. Then we want to extend this bottom right hand corner block to the right by 1. Then place a black wool underneath each one of those 2 blocks to form this shape. It's a weird shape, guys. Once you've got that taken care of, you now want to come up to this block that we placed going up by 1. And we want to go right of it by 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, just to help us out later, we're going to go up on top of the second block that we placed going right. We're going to go up on top of it by 2. 1, 2. But for now, we're going to continue going this way. So from this right hand block that we have here, do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do 3 bottom left diagonals, so 1, 2, 3. Then go up on top of that third bottom left diagonal by 1. Then go left until you connect all the way to the left hand side of the outline. What you also want to do, on top of the block that actually hit the outline, place a white wool on top of it. Then place a black wool going right of that white wool to give you this shape. And you guys might not be able to tell now, but that's one of the eyes. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. So, where we have this single black wool, down here, this third bottom left diagonal, we now want to do 2 bottom right diagonals from this wool. So that'll be 1 and 2. You then want to go right of this second bottom right diagonal by 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now guys, we want to do a couple of things. Just completely lost my voice then. So we want to go right of this 7th block by 3 with our white wool. 1, 2, 3. We also want to go down from this second white wall, this middle white wall, by 1 with our white. Then go down by 2 with our light grey. 1, 2. Then go left of this upper left-hand light grey block by 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then underneath these blocks right here, these 6 light grey blocks, do a row of 6 white wool. Then underneath the 6 white wool, do a row of 6 light grey. Underneath the light grey, do a row of 6 white. Underneath the white, do a row of 6 light grey. So you want to end up with this right here, guys. I'm sure that you guys will find that very easy to build. Now, once you've gotten that taken care of, we now have to continue on up here. Can you guys remember where we just kind of like built off of this? We came down from this little white T shape. Well, what we now want to do is on top of this right hand portion of your T shape, we want to go up on top of this by 1 with your black. Then do 3 up left diagonals with your black. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do 2 up right diagonals, so that's 1, 2. Then take out your light grey wool and do an up left diagonal. Go left of that diagonal by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now return all the way back over to the black wool that you started from, and now go right of that black wool by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you want to do an upright diagonal, and go right of that diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Now you want to place 2 black wool underneath each one of those 2 blocks. Then go right of this right hand block by 1. Then go underneath each one of these 2 blocks by 1. Then go right of this right hand block by 1. You then want to go down by 1, right by 1. This is the shape that you want to have formed. Now, once you've formed this shape, you want to come back up to this diagonal block that we placed, and you want to go on top of this diagonal by 1. Then left by 3. 1, 2, 3. On top of the last 2 blocks that you placed, go up by 1 with your black wool. Then go left of this upper left hand corner block by 2. 1, 2. Then take out your light grey wool and go up on top of that last black wool that you placed by 1 with your light grey. Then go left of that light grey by 6, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. This is the shape that you want to have formed so far, guys. Now, once you've formed this shape, you want to take out your black wool again, and coming to this block that we have right here that we kind of did a diagonal from, and this is the eyebrow, by the way, from this block, you now want to do 2 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Then go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then take out your light grey wool again, and going right of this third block, do 2 light grey wool, 1, 2, then a bottom right diagonal. And going down from this third black wool, do 1 light grey, a bottom right diagonal, go down by 1 to form this shape. Take out your black wool and go left of this light grey wool that we have right here, this one that we just did a bottom right diagonal from, go left of this by 4 with your black. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go up on top of these last 3 blocks, each by 2, so that'll be 1 and 2. Like that. The way that we now connect this together is bottom left diagonally from this block right here, this kind of lonesome black wool, do a black wool coming down. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Then go left of that diagonal until everything connects back together, and the shape that you want to have formed, showing you everything in total, should look exactly like this, guys. Kinda complicated. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what we want to do next. So, we now want to come all the way back over to this block that we have right here. Can you guys see what I'm talking about? Let me zoom out a little bit. We're looking for this block right here. once you've located this block, and I can't really make it any easier for you guys, once you've located this block, you now want to go down from it by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then want to do a bottom left diagonal. Go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2. 1, 2. You then want to do, it's probably best to do this portion first, you then want to do a bottom left diagonal, but also do a bottom right diagonal. That bottom right diagonal will help us a little later on, we'll get to it a little bit later. Now, starting from this bottom left diagonal, you want to go down by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Then go left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 2. 1, 2. Now, you want to go right until you connect back to the outline that we were just building, but you also want to go left of the same block by 1. And then go up on top of it by, hang on guys, you want to go up on top of it by 2. 1, 2. And then connect that second block all the way back over to the right, where we were just building. Now, on top of these 2 black wall that we have right here, stack a black wall on top of each one of those blocks. We then want to go up on top of this left block here by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 2. 1, 2. Then go left by 1. Then up by 2. 1, 2. Then go right by 1. Then up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 2. 1, 2. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go left of that third bottom right diagonal until you connect to the left hand side of where you just were. Now, going down from the same diagonal that you just went left of, you want to go down by 2. 1, 2. Then connect all the way back over to the left again, like so. Continuing to go down in the same line that we just went left of, you want to go down by a further 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Then go left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Connect everything together with a bottom left diagonal. Let me show you the shape that we want to have so far. So this is the mouth portion, guys, which is a relatively complicated shape, as you can see. Look at those eyes. It's got the googly eyes. Now, once you've made this shape, we just have to make a couple of adjustments to it, guys, and they're very quite easy. So, what we want to do at the bottom and the tops of the mouth, we want to do this sequence of blocks inside the mouth, and these are just the teeth. And let me just show you guys. I'll add this in, and then I'll just show you how this is supposed to look, since it's quite easy. It's actually easier to add it after the fact than it is to add it in whilst we're building. So you just want to have 2 white wool, 1 black, 1 white wool, 1 black, 1 white wool, and you guys should be able to see quite clearly where you've actually got to add those sequences of blocks. I'm sure that you guys can manage that, right? Yeah, I'm sure that you'll have no problem doing that whatsoever. So, once you've got that taken care of, guys, this is what we want to do next. So, can you guys remember when we placed this single bottom right diagonal earlier on? We're using this now. So, we now want to go down from this single bottom right diagonal, and we want to go down from it, guys, by, give me one moment here, we want to go down by 1, 2, 3. We want to go down by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place a block going right. Then continue to go down by 2. 1, 2. Then place a bottom right diagonal with your light grey wool. Take out your black wool again and go down from this, go left of this bottom black wool block by 1. Then go down by 1. Then left by 1. Down by 1. Then go left until you connect all the way back to where we first started. So this is the shape that you want to have formed. We have a couple of things to do here. We have a lot of light grey to place and a little bit of black. So we're going to focus on this black wool that we have right here first of all. From this single black wool, do 2 upright diagonals. So that's 1, 2. Then go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. Go right by 2, 1, 2. Once you have formed this shape, you then want to take out your light grey wool and up left diagonally of this left hand row of 2, do an up left diagonal with your light grey. Then do 4 upright diagonals with your light grey wool, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go right by 1, but also on top of that same block go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal and go right by 1. But then from the same block that you did an upright diagonal from, go left by 1 and do 2 bottom left diagonals, so 1 and 2. This is the shape that you want to have formed in total. This is the easier of the 2 shapes that we have to make out of light grey. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. So come down to where we have this single light grey wool right here. From this single light grey wool, go right by 2, 1, 2. Then down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Go left by 2, 1, 2 to form this shape. Once you form this shape, we now want to come to this upper right hand light grey wool and go right of it by 3, 1, 2, 3. Then do an upright diagonal, followed by an up left diagonal. Then do 6 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go up by 3, 1, 2, 3. Then do 3 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Then go down by 2, 1, 2. Then go right by 1. Then take out your white wool and go up on top of this block by 2 with your white, 1, 2. What you now want to do is continue going up by 2 with your light grey, 1, 2. But what you also want to do is go right of each one of those 2 white wools by 1 with your light grey. Then, starting from this upper light grey wool that you just placed, do an upright diagonal. Then go up on top of it by 2, 1, 2. This is the shape that you want to have formed. Once you've formed this shape, you now want to come to this bottom left hand corner block that we have right here, and from this block do a bottom left diagonal. And go down from this diagonal by 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, take this third block in your row of 4, go left of it by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Go down by 1. Right by 1. Down by 1. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1, 2. Go left by 1. Do a bottom left diagonal. Then an up left diagonal. Then do a bottom left diagonal to connect everything back together, and this is the shape that you want to have formed, guys. Looks a little weird now, it'll look less weird a little later on. And this is what we want to have so far, guys. So let me just show you, since we've actually done quite a lot. So this is most of the detail involved in our LOL meme's head. Once we've got this taken care of, all we have to do now is the outline, which is honestly, guys, relatively simple. So once you've got this taken care of, what we now want to do is return all the way back up to the upper left hand side of our pixel art where we placed these 2 black wool a lot earlier on. And what we want to do, going right of this upper black wool that we have right here, do a row of 5 black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then, on top of these second, third, and fourth blocks, you want to go up on top of each of those by 1. Then take this third block that you just placed going right and go and do an upright diagonal from it. Then go right of it by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 3, 1, 2, 3. Then do 2 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2. Then go right by 1. Then do 4 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2, so that's 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 7, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1, 2. Then go down by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do 4 bottom left diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then go left by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Go left by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Go left by 2, 1, 2. Down by 1. And then go left of that down block until you connect all the way back to where you first started. And the shape that you want to form, guys, should end up exactly like this. And as you guys might be able to tell, this is the outline of your lol face. Once you've got that taken care of, all we have to do now is fill this thing in with white wool, guys. That is literally all we have to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do this on recording because it's going to take a really long time, but I'm going to go away, I'm going to fill this in with white wool, and then I'm going to be back once this is actually done. I'm back in a moment, guys. I may have just lied to you guys, this is the original version of the lol face, but don't worry, it is the exact same thing. So all you have to do to reach this point right here is completely fill the face in with white wool. You don't have to add any more black, no more light grey, you just have to fill the thing in with white wool. That's all you have to do, guys, and you should hopefully end up with something that should look exactly like this. And hopefully you guys have managed to make it without too much trouble. Hopefully you like it, and if you do like it, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could give me a like, favorite, share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out, guys. I would just vastly appreciate. I make all of these things for you due to your suggestions, so if you guys would, please like, favorite, share, anything you'd feel like doing. And if you'd like to, feel free to comment down below and suggest what you'd like to see next, especially if it's to do with some sort of meme, or if you want absolutely anything else that you've been dying to see. Also, if you guys want to check out the newly formed meme playlist, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for that playlist. There's only going to be 4 things in there at the moment, but I'm pretty sure there's no doubt that it is going to get a little bit bigger. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.